no matter what we're experiencing in our lives right now, there are experiences that are difficult that we don't understand. There's questions. We are before our own human hearts and our families and our jobs and our vocations. Sometimes we we're just so poor before the mystery we don't understand, and we want more, or we desire more, or life sometimes life just hurts. And when a new year comes to a close, sometimes we just wish that like everything would make sense, that everything was like tied up and like, okay, this all makes sense, there's closure. But sometimes there's not. And I think Our Lady can teach us. If you just look at her life, I know we'll probably talk about concrete examples, but if you look at her life from the Annunciation to, I think of the flight from Egypt, like she doesn't like that's a lot, and she doesn't understand it. She just the angel comes and tells them they have to get on a donkey and leave, right? Um, just just her own life in Nazareth, growing up with Jesus and watching this young little boy grow up, and how many times she must have been like, man, like look at him, like this is the Son of God, and just like pondering that and like what's going to happen. And she had a lot of years to do that. But every night she went to bed, didn't all make sense. She didn't get it like perfectly. Her mind couldn't be wrapped around the wonder of the Son of God that lived in her house, right? Or we think about the Passion, right? Like what must Mary have experienced in her own heart, her sorrows, as Jesus suffered and died for us. And Mary couldn't explain it. She couldn't make it go away. She couldn't rescue her son, but she had to remain there in front of the mystery and just trust and just be with Jesus, right? And so there's so many events in her life. She just teaches us how to trust and love and keep saying yes. And sometimes that's the gift of the new year, is that like, I'm just going to say yes again, Lord. I have no idea. I don't fully understand this past year. I'm grateful for it, and I don't know what the new year is going to hold, but I trust you and I say yes to you.
Thanks so much for watching this segment from the Poco Poco podcast. If you want to watch a full show, head on right over here. If you want to support the podcast, head on over to spiritjuice.org/Poco Poco. Whether it's a one-time gift or a monthly donation, we really appreciate your support. And also, don't forget to tell your friends about the Poco Poco podcast, all right? Little by little.